Hello, Del. It's Gem.
Can you hear me? I take it.
I can hear you, yes.
This is so what's happening in here? Is this for the reprobates us hanging about? Is it?
You could give Mel a pat on the back, Del. He got.
For
He doesn't need a pat on the back. He's in here. Who gives a
Mel claims you're his brother. Is that true?
Mel needs it.
just fucking stupidity in here because I can't really be fucked listening to this talk. You know what I mean?
He's my friend.
Is there any?
Shut
is
up.
there any intelligence?
So what's the flag?
This is the Globe
Is there any
Defence Cult, Del. We've got Globe evidence if you want it. We've got anti-flat Earth evidence.
Just a degenerate fuckwits speaking over the top of each other. And there's no rational discussion happening here.
Basically.
You've never.
A waste of my
You're not very good at rational discussions, Del, are you? You
listen.
usually get angry straight away. You're already interrupting me, aren't you?
Well, it's already been happening since I came in here, so you just get the same back. As I said before, see if you display a certain decorum, then you'll get the same in return from me. But see when you're an ill-mannered, disrespectful wee cretin, I'm just going to give you the exact same back. So when are you ever going to fucking learn? And listen, Gempanda, I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest with you. I seen you in the video, right? I was waiting for you to start going, my precious, where's the globe? It's my precious. What is it, the matter with you?
Right. So your rational reason discussion is to try and take the piss out of a disabled person. That's what you're doing.
Well, are disabled people beyond having a piss ripping? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
are disabled
I'm not
people
saying that. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But you came in here claiming you're the one that came in here. I can just mute you.
Here's my precious curvature. It doesn't exist, you prick.
You came in here demanding a rational conversation, and the first thing that you've come up with is to be abusive about somebody's disability. And
I don't mute him. Come on.
The only way I could speak, he interrupted me straight away.
Okay, fair enough.
As soon as I spoke, he interrupted me. Even again,
he asked for respect.
Yeah,
he did ask for respect and decorum.
Okay.
And so far, he's interrupted people and taken the piss out of people's disabilities. So
that's fair enough.
So why? What?
Excuse me.
Where's the respect and decorum? As usual, what we get from Dal is idiotic, moronic hypocrisy of epic proportions.
Don't worry, you can handle this.
Excuse me. I think you'll find that when I came in, there was so many people talking over the top. There was already memes being posted and insults left, right, and centre before I'd even spoken a word. So wind your neck in, Gem, and try again.
There's always going to be memes posted in here, but when you came in, you were blundering around trying to figure out how it works. So of course there were people talking.
Hang on, Gem. Come on, be fair. He's new here.
Fine. It's good. Listen, I know that people are nervous when I'm about, but there's no need to be nervous. You can just be nice and pleasant.
Well, you could be nice and pleasant, couldn't you? But we're yet to see that happen.
Gem.
Listen, don't take it to heart. It's just a wee bit of a ribbon. You're not beyond.
Let's get down to it then.
In here.
Do you believe in two sons?
Come on, let's enjoy this. He's here.
It's a bit pathetic, though, mate, I think.
Oh, really. Come on, Jim.
Two sons.
Let's talk about water, shall we, Dal?
So many voices.
It's a room of 30 people. You're going to hear more than one person talking.
Well, I'm going to get a certain nut, to be honest with you, so I'll probably be here for about 30 seconds longer.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand.
What's going on anyway?
Yeah. Well, this is a room where people genuinely debate this topic.
Does anything above your head give you and establish the dimensions of the earth beneath your feet?
Yes, it can.
Yes.
It can. So based on your interpretation of a bias that you want to make fit your already preconceived notion of a sphere?
No.
Where's the
let me finish.
So I'll use the analogy just to highlight the absurdity of your reasoning. Okay, so I want you to measure the floor of your home right now, and I want you to establish whether it's level or curved, and I want you to do that by looking at a light bulb.
I'll give you another analogy of why it's not. Well, I say it does.
Question.
It
Well,
does.
you could. Well, to respond to that, if you had a number of light bulbs in known positions relative to each other, you could do that. You could establish the shape of the.
Well, John, I live in a house.
And that's how we use the stars.
Listen,
I
live in a house. Listen, I live in a house.
That's not what I mean, though.
Go
I'm
ahead.
just saying.
Let me finish. There's a housing estate here of fixed houses of about 350. Now, in those houses, there is fixed light fixings. Every single one of them are spherical in nature. Does that mean that the floor of the estate is now curved?
Yeah, but that's not what the
No.
moon is it? It's
That's
not a
not-
light.
Hold on.
Answer that
Let me
question
can I
first.
respond to that?
Your intellectual dishonesty, you're
broken
gonna
and-
keep on
Can I
and
It's a
respond?
no. It's a no.
Hello, can I respond,
Yeah.
please? That isn't how we're using the stars. We aren't looking at the sky, seeing a star, saying it's spherical, and then saying the Earth is spherical as a result. What we're doing, hang on. What we're doing is we're looking at the positions of those stars, and relative to our position on Earth, and from that we can determine that the surface of the Earth is curved.
So you're looking. So you're into the realms of visual, geometry. Then. So we're talking about spherical. We're talking about spherical geometry in regards to vision. Then.
Well, part of the way that we determine things about reality is via observation. So yes.
But observation is a word that you're using across the board here, Jem. We're talking about purely visible phenomena. So it's in the realms of
visible phenomenon.
That is visible.
So it's in the geometry of vision then. So the geometry of vision is curved. So how are you accounting for your human eyes?
Well, that's some nonsense that Gavin made up. Clearly, hang on. Clearly, I can.
I'm with you, Del. I'm with you.
Clearly, I can see straight lines. Clearly, we can measure straight lines. The idea that our eyes are somehow making things look curved because our eyes are curved is absurd. We can determine straight lines easily. And if you're saying that we can't, then we can't make any determination about the shape of the Earth at all.
You don't have a discussion. You don't stop and let people pick out the points that you're making. Okay, Jem. So here we've got a scenario.
I only spoke for a few seconds, less than a minute.
Change your emotions in, Jem.
Surely your attention span can last long enough for me to get a paragraph out and you respond to that.
I'm just going to descend into your absurdity.
Why are you? We were just having a conversation. I only responded with a few lines. Why is it necessary for you to behave like this?
See, when you emit the apparatus that you're using to try and make a proof, right? That's a problem. So let's look at a scenario here. We have two horizons. To our left, we can see a horizon. We turn to the right, we can see a horizon. Now, on the left of your horizon, an aircraft appears at an altitude of 35,000 feet, and it continues on that straight path of 35,000 feet as it passes above you, beyond you, towards the next horizon. Now, to you, it looks as if it's arcing as in a curve over you to the other horizon. That's how it appears to you, Jem. It does not appear to go in a straight line. Correct?
Yeah, for me.
I don't know.
So
I don't think we really.
Intellectually, quite honest, you can't even concede a basic, fundamental observation, a factual observation that everybody witnesses.
Well, everybody doesn't witness that.
Because you know where I'm going and you want to avoid it.
Well, first of all, we were talking about your eye not being able to determine whether something's straight or not, which is your claim. And my rebuttal. But please let me finish. My
claim is a visible phenomenon, and I'm trying to address it. And
why are you interrupting me? Why are you interrupting me?
You're a liar. And because
he's freaking out.
All right, that isn't your. What is your claim then? Because that was what you were saying. That I'm not accounting for my spherical vision, is what you were saying.
Right. How are you accounting for your spherical vision then when you're looking at circles in the sky? Celestial sphere, Jem. Do you know what it's based on?
We can determine.
Yeah,
the
what's the celestial sphere based
Can
upon,
I
Gempanda?
respond, or is it just you interrupting me after a couple of words all the time?
I'll take away the pressure, Schmiegel. Now, answer.
I was trying to. When you interrupted me and stopped me from answering to tell me to answer. We can determine the position of stars in the sky. It's as simple as that. And we can determine how...
They've got a history. They've got to work it out.
It's based on the...
Why are you interrupting me again?
Just acknowledge. Do you know what the celestial sphere is, Jem? What's the celestial sphere answer for everybody?
I did. I was giving my answer, and you interrupted me to tell me to give an answer. I pointed out that you interrupted me to tell me to give an answer, and I started to give the answer again. And then you interrupted me again to tell me to give an answer. It's not me that's avoiding things here, Del. It's you playing a game like I said you would.
Frodo will not be happy. He will not be putting out if you keep up that bad attitude.
Yeah.
Now, what is the celestial sphere, Gempanda?
Oh, this is beautiful.
Let's go back. Let's go back to the question that you've avoided and tell me how it is that I can draw a straight line with a ruler on a piece of paper, and I see that as a straight line. You would see it as a straight line. We would all agree it's a straight line. And yet, apparently our spherical vision makes it so that we cannot determine the difference between a straight and a curved line. So tell me, what is that? Would you agree that I can draw a straight line on a piece of paper with a ruler and we would all agree it's straight?
Yes.
Let me clarify this for everybody here, okay, so we can take it right back. We started off talking about, circles in the sky and how we can observe these circles in the sky and their motions. Therefore, you come into the conclusion that the surface is a sphere. Now, what I'm saying to you is that the observations above of the celestial objects are based on vision. The concept is known as a celestial sphere. Now, going back to your straight line thing.
Not. That's idiotic.
Listen, let me just finish. No. I'm going to put up with this for another
all right. But you interrupted me constantly. Go ahead.
It's also not the claim you made, Jem.
But what you're saying is a celestial sphere is an idiotic misinterpretation. You don't know what you're talking about.
A celestial sphere is a navigation tool. And a celestial sphere is a navigation tool for the observer being at the centre everywhere he goes. Now, your straight line thing...
it's not.
But that's exactly what it is. It's not my problem if you understand that, Jem. So for train tracks...
absolutely not that. You're an idiot.
For train tracks going off into the distance. Train tracks going off into the distance are equidistant to each other all the way. But when you look along the train tracks, they appear to converge, yes or no?
Yes.
That's correct.
What's causing that?
Perspective.
What's perspective to do with the shape of your eye?
Ultimately, yes.
So there you go, you've just answered it. So when we're talking about purely visible phenomena, we have to account for the apparatus known as the oblate spheroids in your skull.
Right, so can you now answer my question?
Can I get a concession, please? Can I get a concession, please?
No, because you...
Come on, because
you made it... No, the first thing was my question, which Del has not answered. My question was... Can we all agree a straight line if I draw it with a ruler? It's as fucking simple as that. Can we do that or not, Del? Answer the fucking question.
Depends how you're looking at it, Jim.
What does that mean?
If I draw two parallel straight lines...
No, not two parallel straight lines. If I draw a single straight line with a ruler on a piece of paper, would everyone agree it's a straight line?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I didn't hear it. Merle, shut the fuck up. What was your answer, Del?
In reference to what?
Oh, my God. If I draw a straight... Merle, I'm muting you. Because you can't shut the fuck up. If I draw a straight line on a piece of paper with a ruler, would you and everyone else agree that's a straight line?
I would agree it's a straight line.
Drawing a straight line on paper is a straight line, Jem, yes.
So we can determine what a straight line is.
But listen, in order for you to draw a straight line, Jim, you used an apparatus, probably a ruler with a straight edge, which is a quantifiable piece of material
So what?
that's been machined to be level.
So
meaning that right. So that's what you used. You never just used your eye and your pen.
Well, we don't just use our eye when we're looking at the sky, do we? We can make measurements. We can make measurements between stars very easily, and measurements between points on the ground and where a star falls in relation to other points on the ground. So
just like the ruler, you're using apparatus, right? And the apparatus you're using, probably like sextants and these types of things, are plain geometric tools. They use trigonometry,
right?
Triangle, Jim. They don't use. It's no curved. It's a triangle. It's a straight edge.
So what?
Right. So that doesn't apply to the surface.
Actually, that's not quite true.
Right.
A triangle applies to a curved surface. Then are you telling me a triangle can be applied to a curved surface?
In non-Euclidean geometry, yes.
Use Euclidean geometry, actual reality.
Because you take. No, we're talking about a sphere, which sorry.
In reality, the tools that we use, like sextants and navigation tools, are plain geometric tools. They are not non-Euclidean tools. They are Euclidean tools. The tools we use in reality are plain geometric tools. They are not non-Euclidean. They are Euclidean.
So what?
Well, Euclidean geometry does not apply to curved surfaces. So there
It
go.
can.
The Earth can't be curved.
It can.
So tackle
this misconception that you can only use non-Euclidean geometry to determine the shape of fucking sphere is bullshit.
But listen,
a curved surface. You show me how you apply Euclidean geometry to a curved surface.
exactly.
Go for it.
And he's an engineer too.
Your point along the line of latitude, the North Pole being a second point, and the
No.
Star being a third point. There
Tackle
you
what
go.
he's saying.
There you go. It's done.
You describe points in 3D space very
well. Listen, clearly, your interpretation of the visible phenomena above your head into your wee idiotic model does not omit or disregard the fact that we use Euclidean tools in three-dimensional reality.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All you're using is your point along a line of latitude. Dell, all you're using is your point along a line of latitude, the fucking North Pole as a second point, and the position above the horizon of the North Star being a third point. That is it. And you can plot that along whatever the fuck you want. Plot those along lines of latitude, and guess what? The base of that triangle is curved.
Do you know what? This is absolutely phenomenal, because we've got people here that are being recorded, and they're now claiming that triangles apply to curved surfaces. Wow.
Yes. You know what I've been dealing with all year. And they will not. They will not.
Meryl, this is what I say to you, Meryl. These people are no intellectually honest. They're no interested in having honest discourse. No. I'm just here to make an example of them again on their own platform. And they're giving me
to see it. I wanted you to know that this is what goes down.
It's always what's went down.
Are you done snipping his sack, bro?
This is not about siffing snack. This is just
it is
person to person.
Put your pom-poms down, lady, and behave.
Every which way, up the ass, fucking in the mouth. Fuck you all.
Get on your knees and blow them.
You suck fucking dick.
Just let the conversation happen, Merle. We don't need your
bullshit.
You gotta stop interrupting, Mel.
So for the sake of the recording, can I get some clarity? Do we still have people here professing and claiming that Euclidean geometry can be applied to a curved surface?
Well, it can, and I just explained how.
Just because you don't know how doesn't mean it can't.
Can you demonstrate it?
And I just told you exactly how it's done.
No.
You're not going to use. You're not going to use Euclidean geometry on a spherical triangle, not on the surface of it, but you can use the
Euclidean geometry does not apply to
Euclidean geometry from the center of the earth. Points on this. Why are you talking, Del? Why do you ask questions and talk over the answer?
Because you are talking crap, and I'm not putting up with idiocy. Okay. No, Euclidean geometry does not apply to curved surfaces.
You can't handle an answer, Del.
The answer is
you obviously don't want one. You won't allow.
I'm not going to sit here putting myself into stupidity, listening to you, right?
Well,
Try to tell me, gaslight me out of my reality and tell me that Euclidean geometry applies to curved surfaces. It's totally ridiculous.
no, it's not.
Of course it is. That's why you've got non-Euclidean geometry that's not to do with straight edges and flat surfaces. It's about curved surfaces. Now, where in reality are we applying non-Euclidean geometry to fucking anything?
You can still use Euclidean geometry, for example, to measure the angular distance between 2 points on the surface of the sphere. Measuring from the center, you can measure the angle.
Triangle curved. Is the base of your triangle curved?
Not this one. I'm
Right, well,
measuring
it's not
from the
fucking
center.
curved, man. Shut up.
2 radii. Do you know what that
Shut
means,
up.
Del?
Shut up.
Or do you need a dictionary?
Don't even ask me questions when you're trying to assert that Euclidean principles can be applied to a fucking sphere. You're complete
What else
utter
do you
moron.
not understand, Del?
Anybody else with any ounce of intelligence? No, that's
Yeah.
clown.
Boast of your ignorance some more.
Wind
it's
up.
entertaining, Del.
Son, I've
Hey,
got
Del.
this recording. You're going to be made an example of.
How do you measure how flat water is, Merle? Or Del? How do you measure how flat water is, Del?
Anybody else? Before I go, because I'm not listening to this prick.
How do you measure the flatness of water,
Intellectual
Del?
dishonesty. There's no way that I'm going to engage with an intellectually dishonest cretin like you, son. So
Yeah.
either somebody else speaks to
Why don't
and
you go pour some water
go.
on your balls again?
Ta-ta, you gave me what I needed. Schmeagol, my precious. Get it
Pour
right
some
up in
more
your
water on your balls. There's your hero, Merle.